Okay, so here's the deal. There are 151 Pokemon wandering around Kanto, and I've decided now is the time to collect every single one. We're not going to do that in a game. We are going to do it with some cardboard and lots of cards. Whee! No cards were harmed while doing that. Welcome to the Kanto Card Quest. Basically, my goal is to fill this binder right here. This beautiful white binder. We're going to fill that with all the original Pokemon from Bulbasaur all the way up to Mew. Sounds really simple? We'll see about that. Gen 1 is really special for me. It is obviously where I started playing the Pokemon. Who didn't spend hours playing Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue, trying to catch them all, collect every single Pokemon for that Pokédex, trade with your friends to get there, beating the Elite Four, and then arguing about where Mew was. I know you did it. And Pokemon cards, that's where the collection, the obsession with Pokemon got serious. I started with base set, chasing that Charizard like it was that golden ticket for the SSN. And then we moved on to Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket, Gym Heroes, and Gym Challenge. And that was a whole obsession. And honestly, I loved every second of it. So, the rules for this little quest, this little challenge, are very simple. One card per Pokemon. They can be from any era. Ideally, we want EXs or above, but obviously some Pokemon don't have EXs, and to get some cards in the binder, we might just go with some normal, common cards. And obviously no alternate forms either, so no Hisuian Pokemon, no Alolan Pokemon at all. But every other card counts, and every Pokemon in the original 151 counts, and the ultimate goal is to fill that binder over there. But there's only one thing to do. Let us grab some packs, let us rip, see what we can get. Hopefully luck is on my side. Are we going to get a bunch of Pidgeys? Are we going to get some rare cards like a Charizard? But either way, the journey starts now. So what I have done with this binder is, you'll see a lot of people, they will do like the cutouts of the Pokédex. What I've done is I've done it a cheaper way. I have taken the energies, and if you look there, we have written on the different cards. Ideally, the energies match what Pokemon they are. They don't really for some of them, but for example, this one here, we have number 3 and Venusaur on it. And we've gone all the way through doing it for every single one, all the way up to 151 and Mew. So we're going to move across to the other camera and we're going to see what we've got to start with. We've got a Prismatic Evolutions mini tin to open, and there's a few cards over there which I got from Whatnot, which are going to go straight in this binder. Right, here we are in the setup, camera up ahead. You can see the binder we've got, and what we're going to open first is this Prismatic Evolutions tin. And this comes with 2 prismatic packs in it. Obviously, we really want some EV evolutions, or an EV itself, but we can only have Flareon, Jolteon, or Vaporeon. They're the only ones we can get out of this. So in this tin, if you haven't seen what a prismatic tin contains, it has prismatic pack, and another prismatic pack, so 2 prismatic packs, a cool little coin, that's a very sparkly coin, and in this case it is a Espeon and Eevee card, because that's the one that matches the tin. So I'm just going to put that over there. You also notice I've got some card sleeves, same brand as the binder. We are not sponsored, but ProGod, if you're watching, hit us up, hit me up. I bought these at Newcastle Card Mania, and if you bought the binder, you got the sleeves included. So I've saved all of this for the 151 binder. So let's get going with the first Prismatic Evolutions pack, or Traumatic Evolutions if you've been hurt by it previously. there is a code card, and let's get into it. We have a Fighting Energy, a Lopunny, Friends in Paldea, a Bronzor, a Furfrou, a Diplin, a Glass Trumpet, a Heatran, another Friends in Paldea, a Applin, into a Tyranitar EX. So nothing for the binder in there, but the Tyranitar EX is pretty nifty. That's a word, pretty nifty. So put that one over there, get rid of that. And the last pack. Code card, I finally flipped that the right way round. And we have a Steel Energy, a Furfrou, a Riolu, another Friends in Paldea, another Lopunny, a Great Tusk, Professor Sada's Vitality, a Suicune, or I used to call it a Suicune back in the day. A Suicune, I love the artwork on that Suicune. Professor Sada's Vitality again, another Lopunny, an Archelodon, and that is it. So literally nothing in Prismatic to add to the binder. Talk about traumatic evolutions. So I'm just going to put them to one side. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to put them in the tin. Make use of the tin. See you later. I'll add some of them into my personal binder later on. Just put them to one side, which now means we have the cards that I have collected from Whatnot to put together for this binder. So some of them for Whatnot, one of them is actually from another set that I opened, and that is the Drowsy. So we're adding a Drowsy to the binder. We are also adding this Blastoise V, which is from Sword and Shield, I believe. We've got Pikachu EX from Surgeon Sparks. We've got Misty's Lapras from Destined Rivals, just because I really like the artwork on that. But we'll obviously try and upgrade this to a better card. We've got a Mega Gengar EX from Phantasmal Flames. We got the Magneton promo card from Surgeon Sparks ETB. And we have a 151 Kangaskhan. So these are the cards we are going to add into this binder. So we've unsleeved them. So let's get this binder open and let's see what we're going to add in. Hopefully this looks a little bit better now that you can see this on the overhead camera, so you can kind of see what I've done with the energies. So as you can see, like Bulbasaur gets a Grass Energy, Charmander, Charmander and Charizard get Fire, Squirtle, Water or Blastoise, so on and so on. But that means the first card we are adding into the Kanto binder is going to be this Blastoise V from Sword and Shield. Look at that. What a lovely card that is. I really like that card. So we're going to sleeve that up in our ProGuard soft card sleeves. I have no idea how much these actually are, the sleeves, but we're going to put that Blastoise into there. And what we're going to do is the Blastoise basic energy. I'm going to keep that binder folder down. You are coming out. Farewell. Blastoise energy. Hello. Blastoise V. There is the first card in the binder. What a beautiful time. So we're going to keep flicking through. Obviously we've got the Caterpie, Weedle, Pidgey and all that good stuff in there. We've got Pikachu, which is next. So here we have the Pikachu. It's Pikachu! And we're going to add that into the binder too. So farewell lightning energy. Hello Pikachu. What a card. It's a lovely card that. I really like that one. And that was from Surgeon Sparks, but you can also get the same one in Ascended Heroes, which I also have in Ascended Heroes as well. So next page, we've got all the Nidorans, Clefairy, Vulpix, Ninetales, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. We haven't got any of those to add here. Now we're on to some Diglets, some Psyducks, some Mankeys. What you can do, and obviously not on that card is a bad example, but if you look at the Hypno card there, it has his actual Pokédex number on there. So if you're ever stuck while doing this, you can just check out that there. But as we have it, we've hit 81, which is Magnemite. Magneton is this one here, which means we add the Magneton into the binder. Again, lovely card artwork there. That is from the Surgeon Sparks ETB. And we're just going to get rid of another Lightning Energy and put in the Magneton. Beautiful. And while we're here, we have this Drowsy. So this is from, I can't remember what it's from, but it's from the Sword and Shield era, I believe. I love the artwork on it. I just really like the artwork, which is why I've added this one in. So that is a Drowsy. That is number 96. This is going to be a card that will ideally get upgraded to a better like full art or one like that, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But Drowsy, you're going in. Energy card, number 96. Out you come. And I know some of you are watching this probably going, oh, why is he using the energy cards? I have so many. I literally have an ETB box full of energy cards, like all the packs you get in the ETB. So what, 60 energies? I've got a full box of them. So probably like, doing some maths in my head, maybe 300 energy cards, and I don't play the game. So I just collect the cards. So I don't really need all those energies. So that is why that's there. I've also missed out the Gengar number 94. And that is getting a Mega Gengar EX to go in and replace that. So we'll take out number 94 as well, and we'll replace it with the Mega Gengar EX. Bosh. We're going well. We've got 2 cards left to put in. We've got a Lapras and a Kangaskhan. And I cannot tell you what numbers they are. We'll just keep going through. There is Lapras, and I think Kangaskhan is on the next page. Maybe, I might be wrong. I am wrong. Kangaskhan is on. Let's put the Lapras in anyway. So Lapras number 131. Lapras, you are going in. So that is another one to add into the collection. Now let us find our missing Kangaskhan. I'm sure that was an episode of Pokemon back in the day. Kangaskhan, there we are, number 115. There we go. Kangaskhan, this is from 151, this set. In you go. So that is everything added in to the binder for the first episode. To do a quick count of what we added in, it's easier to count the cards that I've taken out. So we've taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 7 cards into the binder, 7 out of 151. I'm not going to work that out as a percentage, but I will put it up on the screen so you can see it. 7 out of 151. We have Carlisle Card Show coming up, which is going to be the next episode, and hopefully we're going to get a few big cards from there. I've got a few ideas that I'm looking for. I'm going to put them on the screen below, and yeah, so make sure you tune in for the next episode. We'll see if we can hit some of those chase cards. Ideally, I'd like to get a couple of the early evolutions for the starters, and maybe a Gyarados. I would love to get a good Gyarados card, and maybe a couple of legendary birds. And also there's the Mew card, so there's a specific Mew card that I'm after, which I'll put up on the screen here so you can see that. Hopefully we can find that at Carlisle Card Show, but you'll have to wait until the next episode to find out. But this has been episode 1 of the Kanto Card Quest. If you've enjoyed this, if you're doing your own binder like this, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I think that's everything I need you to do. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.